answer three right there.
Here's Money. 6 points for him. To the paint. Outside Tucker. Pass to Bailey. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Henderson. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. 11 feet out. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 5.
Well, Henderson utilizes the whole floor. He's just looking for the best shot he can get.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For the Jazz, Murray's checked in for Tucker, and Miller subbed in for McCain. Minute 32 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Money. Down low. Here's Bailey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Here's Erickson. 1:03 left in the first quarter here. Jackson, the pass to Keefe. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Erickson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Money. He's got 6. 36 seconds left to play in the first. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Smith comes in for Duren, and Jared McCain subbed in for Bailey. Here's Money. Pass to Miller. Tipped. Henderson against Miller. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Morris, a screen on McCain. And it's Green missing. Here's Money to the middle. Here's Miller. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Utah ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. We're just 3 quarters away from finding out who will advance to the NBA Cup Championship game. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
On the court right now for Portland. Jalen Green is out there with Scoot Henderson. Then there's Holland, and it's Morris in at the 5. So Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Mavericks was tremendous. He had 63 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Pass to Tucker. Here's Money. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The drive by Henderson, and it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
Well, on the drive, Henderson can be slippery, especially when he's moving at full speed.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Murray. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Blazers trail by 11. Here's Erickson. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. To the wing, right side. That three's off the mark. The Jazz have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Henderson for 3. Utah with the rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on an 18-7 run. Outside McCain, pass to Money. Now here's Murray, defended by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Miller. He drops it from range. Miller's got 7 points for the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Looking to answer the three from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
Here's Money. He's got 12. Puts up a deep 3. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one. Holland for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. A dominating first half of play. And so far, it hasn't been close. Utah ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Utah Jazz.
I'm not going to say this game is monumentous, but I will say it's BWT. And for those who aren't familiar with BWT, that stands for better win tonight, win or go home. Nobody wants to be sent packing. I'm telling you, this is big. This is big.
Kenny, I think you're starting to adopt Shaq's propensity for Shaq creation of Shaqronyms. You see what you did there? You can use that one too, big fella. Monumentous.
I like that.
And moving on to some mid-season analysis. Let's check out the latest power rankings.
You take a look at Utah, they're holding steady near the top of the rankings. Definitely one of the better teams here at the midway point.
In position to make some noise come playoff time. We'll see. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you once again for the second half of play here at the NBA Cup semifinals. Jazz leading by 21. We've got Bailey. Duren out there with Jared McCain. And it's Tucker in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. They set the screen. Fires from 14. And again, it's Utah.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Ferguson. And the three-pointer goes. Ferguson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Ferguson's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Here's Money. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Ferguson. Here's Booth. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Bailey, the pass to Money. From the arc. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Henderson driving inside.
Well, Henderson pulled up the landing gear and didn't look back.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Money misses.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Pass to Booth. Uses the glass on the layup. Booth's got his second bucket of the night.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
And here's Duren. It's McCain on the wing. Here's Money. Knocks down the triple. Money's got 26.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Keefe. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Henderson. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Duren. The Jazz have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Basketball is a beautiful game, but Commissioner Adam Silver said the most important part from our standpoint is ensuring that there's always competitive tension on the floor. Fans like the physical aspect that comes with this game. We don't want that to be lost. BA?
Keeping that edge. Thanks much for the report, Allie. McCain. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
To end the run. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the night. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Smith, he's checked in for Duren. Murray comes in for Tucker. Miller's checked in for Bailey. And Richardson subbed in for McCain. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Fires the 3. He buries it from 3. Money's got 29.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's Keefe. Again, the miss by Portland.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Money. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Booth. Again, the miss by Portland.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Here's Money. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Henderson, the pass to Jackson. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Going inside. Drops in the layup for 2. Money's got 37.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Pass to Erickson. Here's Booth. Will it go? And he hits the jumper. Jackson's got his second basket. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Here's Money, defended by Henderson. Money with the bucket.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Well, that shows how much confidence he has in his ability and the work that he's put into his game.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Utah ahead, opening up a huge gap. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
Well, that is what coaches want from their point guard. Set others up, play the game the right way.
Welcome back. One of these teams just a quarter away from punching their ticket to the NBA Cup championship game. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Jackson out there with Holland. Then it's Green, and it's Ferguson in at the 3 slot. Money with the bucket.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Jackson for 3. No good there.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Money's got 44.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Back to Green. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Here's Money. Pass to Murray. Utah moving the ball around. Richardson for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Jackson. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Money. Let's go with a 3. It's not going to go for him. To the inside. Pass to Holland. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Holland's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Fades back. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Ferguson. Here's the 3. Utah grabs the miss. Miller's got 4 rebounds now. Utah's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Money. And it's Utah scoring again.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
No good on the 3. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Jazz have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Trailblazers.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Ferguson, no good. Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
It was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And reaching a nice milestone of even 20 wins on the year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Money.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Back to Henderson. Pass to Keith. Here's Booth. A shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Johnson.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Walsh. Just 5 on the clock. Money. Pass to Johnson. Takes a three. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Trailblazers. Kelly's checked in for Walsh. And here's Portland. Pass to Jackson. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down. Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Pass to Murray. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. And this secures their spot in the NBA Cup Tournament Finals. What a season they have had so far.
And bravo to both teams for making it this far into the tournament. But only one team can be the best in the West and get to play in that championship game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Was the time travel? No, that made perfect sense. No, it was just the actress who played his sister's like 25 years younger than him. And they talk about doing stuff together as kids.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I still want to see it, though.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff's awesome.
A look at the spring mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello and welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me are Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. I'll tell you guys, this has become one interesting event.
Yeah, even though it's still the regular season, this is a chance to put a stake in the ground saying, hey, we're the best team in the league.
And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Portland, they sink a little bit here in the rankings, still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And Utah right now, they retain their spot at number 2 in the rankings, and they've got staying power. They're as stable as they are dominant. I don't see them slipping down that list anytime soon.
So the next starting 5. Knipple out there with Hart. Then there's Marion, and it's Perry in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, we've got Bailey. Money out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Duren. And it's Tucker in at the 4. And Greg, this one-off championship game, how does that change the strategy for these coaches?
Kevin, I think you're going to see some tighter rotations. I think the Stars play a little more, maybe a curveball game plan-wise as well. But it is also great prep for the postseason.
Knipple, no good. Here's Money. Good on the triple. Money's got his team on the board to start the game for Utah.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Perry. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Hart. To the wing right side. Knipple. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most with any of your teams.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career. Consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Here's Hart. What a terrific move that was.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's good, 2 points. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. A wide open look here for Marion. Drops in the tray.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to McCain. And it's Bailey in the corner. Here's Money. Now McCain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Money, no good. Nets trail by 3. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Back to Hart from the arc. That shot off. Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Take a break. Take a break.
And the first one at the line is good. Marie's checked in for the Jazz. And so he makes both from the line.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Pass to Knipple. Here's Marion. That 3 off the mark. Utah leading by 5. Here's Money. Drills it from outside. Money's got 13.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pavic. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Money. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 15 points in the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Out to the right wing. Pass to McCain. And the Jazz, another three.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Jazz making a switch here. Smith has checked in. Goodrich has checked in for the Nets. George comes in for Marion. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Misses the three. Nets trail by 10. Pass to Perry. Here's Goodrich. And so it's Utah with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a
for Utah. Tucker's checked in, and Bailey's subbed in for Miller. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against Portland was tremendous. He scored 53 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Miller's checked in for Jared McCain. Keyshawn George, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Hart. 7 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hart's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Nets.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Pass to Murray. Here's Money. To the inside. 6 on the shot clock. And you have to enjoy this atmosphere, right? The fans have really taken to the NBA Cup.
And that might be because the teams are taking it seriously. Unlike, say, the All-Star game, these guys are focused and fighting for every possession. That's what makes it so entertaining. That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
And it's Bailey in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Hart, wide open, he fires. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side. In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and good that time.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Money, 15 points in the game. It's up a three. No good on the shot. Pass to Marion. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Marion's got 5.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
There's a lot of love for the NBA Cup. The league, the fans, it's created interest.
And nobody's taking it lightly. You look at the intensity leading up to this title game, it's been fierce. Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
I think for the Jazz, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny, you can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. And coming up here on 2K Sports, the second half of the NBA Cup Championship. It's one you will not want to miss. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Knipple hanging out there with Hart. And it's Perry in at the 5.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
Takes a 3. Rebounded by Bailey.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Got a piece of it. Here's Duren. Good, nice job down low. Duren's got his first bucket in this one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Knipple with the bucket.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Got a piece of it. Here's Walsh. Still without a basket. Back to Hart. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Money. Duren, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. 4-point game. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Knipple. Pass to Walsh. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. And the Nets, another 3.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Money. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Money's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Here's Perry. To the middle. Here's Hart. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
That's some dark-ass niggas. I like you niggas. I like you crackers. Cracker Field barrel hoe. Banana roll hoe. Kentucky Fried Chicken hoe.
Murray's checked in for the Jazz. The league's long-distance bombers are setting their sights on the 3-point contest this season. Here are some of the early favorites to make up the field.
And I love the way the voting is shaping up, Kevin. We'll have an excellent contest if these are the shooters who are firing away on All-Star Weekend.
You look at Money. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the 3-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that 3-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the 3-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now. And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And talking to Con Knipple, Greg, he has a burning passion to be great. You can just tell him.
Yeah, he gets up before everyone else and goes to work. Some people have called him an old soul, just very mature and disciplined.
Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. There's the pick. Pass to Walsh. Rebound by Murray.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
13 feet away. And again, another shot trained there for Money. And now an 8-point Jazz lead. Out to Marion. There's the triple. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Pass to Money. From 6 away. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Money's got 16 points here in the second half. Nets trail by 10. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Knipple. Banked in off the glass. Knipple's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Money. And the 3 off target. Uses both hands to slam it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
And so it's Utah, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll return shortly. Only 1 quarter left in this year's NBA Cup tournament. Fourth quarter getting going here. Bailey out there with Murray. Then it's Miller. Then there's Richardson. And it's Tucker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Tucker slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Knipple with it. Goodrich's screen on Richardson. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Fleming.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Pass to Bailey. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Goodrich has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Fleming. He's covered by Murray. Fleming the pass to Hart. George sets a screen for Hart.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Utah.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
We throw good. Hart. And Utah making a change here. Duran's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Walsh is checked in. Good on both. Utah leading by 3. Miller outside to the wing on the left. Pass to into the 4th for the Jazz. Jared McCain comes in for Brandon Miller. And Money subbed in for Richardson. And then for Brooklyn, Perry's checked in. And Marion subbed in for Keyshawn George. Hart outside. Knipple wide open and he fires. And it's all evened up. Knipple's got 5 points now this quarter. Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Bailey. McCain outside. Jacks up a 3. Cleared away by Hart.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead right there. Here's Bailey. Here's Money. Now Duran. McCain outside. Now Bailey. He drills the 3.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. .146 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Clock at 6. Duran pulls it down.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Here's McCain. Here's Money. McCain outside. Fires the three. The three goes down.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
A three-pointer. Good.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
How do you stop a good fadeaway jumper? That's a trick question. You know.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He absolutely held nothing back. He said, quote, "We know who we are. Let's be that." The plan is to play their game and let the chips fall where they may. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. They set the pick. And get the three. And that's an intentional foul. Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking. Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
The shot is off. And so it's Utah here with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. From 13 feet, it's in.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Got it to go off the bat. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point. A battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. Postseason shape.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. And so long, everyone.
Okay. Lucifer. Lucifer. Smoke a blunt. Yeah. Okay, big house player banner. Look at my player banner.
it one other time. Well, Super Street twice.
Big House.
Actually, the only guy who weren't that high usage.
Big House player better.
He's got some good breaks, but I think.
I'm gonna rock that shit. Big House player better. Hey! I gotta hit the jump. That's the Oakland City. That's not good. We won. The Mavericks. How a season. My season.
All set up. Ready to pick your theme for the second half of the season?
Siempre listo. Let's do it.
Defense will win championships. I gotta win 3 games. One, 2, 3. I gotta win 3 games. Bad work.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, giving you the latest on the next batch of episodes for Out of Bounds.
What can the fans expect this time?
Oh, well, I'm going to show them what it takes to win Defensive Player of the Year, Xander.
Oh, I love it. All right, so give a little shine to the less glamorous side of the ball.
Exactly. We'll be highlighting games against the best offenses in the league and showing you what it takes to slow them down. You don't want to miss it, so hit that subscribe button today.
Later, rest tomorrow.